Hey y'all! So I was just surfing the internet and on Facebook feed and I realized that new people who wants to join or have recently joined the siege ask these questions quite frequently. What should I buy? Which operators to choose from for starting out? Any tips for starters? And other such suggestions. For starters, let's get this and everyone says this till here once more. All operators have their utility if used correctly. Right? Like Thermite isn't very useful in one-on-one situations since his fire rate isn't too good. You can't compare him to someone like Knock or Smoke or Mira on defense. They have very strong guns in my opinion. But what Thermite can do is breach hard walls, hold angles, since his gun isn't that hard to use and recoil isn't bad. Plus, that freaking shout, a big fucking hole coming right up. Oof, that would make your day. So don't think any operator is useless. It's just that some operators are much more usable in any situation under any circumstances. So from this we learn that operators aren't bad. It's you who needs to improve. Now, how do we improve? Here are some points for you guys to work on. And just so you know, it's my own opinion. Okay. Things I have been working on for over 1.5 years with 1000 plus hours in game. So let's just dive into it now. So I asked my friends what operators are beginner friendly, and this is their answer. They choose Twitch, Doc, Sledge, Thatcher, Ash, Capcan, and Rook. Except for Twitch and Ash, I think all others are great now. For why Twitch and Ash aren't great, here's a video to recall patterns for them. You will notice it for yourself. Okay, for this experiment I will be helped by my one of the friends, Black Ghost. And there we go. Control. Basic question is, as a new player, are you capable of handling those guns? As for me, Allah's AR and Buck's AR are still hard, even after playing for a year and more. So you can get the idea from that. It is not important that every gun will suit you. So choose wisely. So for starters, it's best to stick with Sledge, Thermite, Thatcher on attack, and Rook, Doc, Mute, and Smoke on defense. They are beginner friendly and they just have strong utility all around. Great. Now you know what you want to buy and play as. Second comes their gadget uses and utility. Every operator is different and every operator have a different use. For example, Hibana and Thermite are hard breachers. They breach hard walls, which are reinforced walls. Whereas for soft walls, we have Ash, Sophia, and any other operator who have a breaching charge. So learn the gadgets and utility. Now what's the difference between utility and gadget? Well, gadgets are equipable. Most of the time there are two gadgets to choose from. Whereas utility is your operator's special skill, which is preloaded to him or her. Ash got a breaching rounds. She can shoot them from range. Sledge, as from the name, have a sledgehammer to breach any shop wall. Whereas for some defense examples, Doc can heal other allies or enemies with his stim pistol. I know healing enemies is foolish, but it's just a trend in Siege. And Rook can provide extra armor plates to your team. Be sure to read about these utilities before buying, because not every utility is useful for every person, since we all have different playstyle, so keep that in mind. Now you know everything about operators. Very good, congratulations. But it was the easy part. Now comes the map knowledge. How much do you know about the map as a starter? Let me phrase it for you. Nothing. It takes much longer to build the map knowledge, since you have to roam in the map to learn about all the cheeky angles, hiding spots, spawn peaks. You have to experiment with those yourself or watch videos on them from Coconut Bra or Vicinity Gaming. They probably have broad covers on those topics. But my suggestion would be to give it time. Learn as you go, do mistakes and remember them so you won't repeat them. as nothing is biggest teacher than experience itself, right? Great. Now you know what are you doing and where are you doing. Then the third part comes in, which is callouts. In this game of Intel, giving callouts is the most important. I learned it the hard way. Dying and saying nothing is not worth it. After you die, you get that important pause which shows from where and who shot you. That's the sweet intel your team loves. So call it out on your mic. If you don't have a mic, no problem. Type it to your team. Don't be a kid who dies and gets silenced just because you are out of the play. No. You can still see cams, tag enemies, watch drones. So callouts are very important. Whenever you die, or even if you are on drone, be sure to tell what you see, how the enemies are planning their defense, cause that's what this game is. Intel is your biggest weapon. Raging, shouting, blaming won't improve you. Asking, coordinating, and learning will. Next, aim. In game like Siege or any FPS, 50% of the game is aim. Aim at the head and puff, you got the kill. Great. Miss that and you are probably dead. Yes, a headshot is certain death, whereas aiming at the torso and other body parts can down you for revival or 50% of times kill you if you are alone. So aim for the head. Best way to learn this is going T-Hunt. It trains your reflexes, game sense, and your aim. Start with the normal and climb your way up to realistic. As for me, I'm still not good enough to solo the realistic. I can't. It's just so hard. Also, be sure to use prone, crouch, and lean options. They are essential if you are picking a corner or want a new angle. Try different things for yourself. Roam around the map. Do different things. You will learn. Wait, now you ask, what is game sense, right? Ability to judge your opponents or doing something unpredictable. It's that simple. But simple said than done, right? If you know what your enemy is thinking, you have won the game already. If you know how they will push, you have devised a counter for that and boom, you win. It isn't that easy. In casual and in lower ranked, people are most likely to be most unpredictable. You can have all the map knowledge, you can have all the game sense, but it won't apply to them. They don't have a pattern, they won't follow any rule, they are roaming 2 floors above the objective or hiding behind some random object in the objective. Those are just random flukes. But once you climb the ladder to the gold, you will start seeing some patterns. Most of the time, people follow their own habits. You just have to know what they are doing. Is this specific guy roaming for past 2 rounds? He will roam again cause he's a roamer by habit. They will roam around all the time. Now for reflexes. They are muscle memory. You will gain them over time by playing the game. Just simply play the game and you will get them. Stay away for long, you will get rusty since your hands coordination gets wrecked. So run few T-hunts before going casual, then few casuals before going ranked. You should be good to go. Last but not the least, mentality. If you have an optimistic mindset, first of all, you won't rage. Second, you will be open to learning. And third, you will motivate your team. So don't be a worse and say that we will lose or damn it. No, it isn't doing any good. Because I have seen 2-0, 2-3 comebacks just because we were all motivated enough to clutch it for ourselves. You want to blame yourself, not anyone else. I'm not saying this will make you a perfect player from the get-go, but these are few things which will help you in long run. You can be what you want, not what others tell you to be. If you find my tips helpful, be sure to like the video. And if you guys have any question, be sure to ask it in the comments below. I will be sure to answer your questions as fast as I can. And if you see someone having this same question, share this video with them. It might teach them a thing or two. And if you want to be part of this growing family, crush the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. It's very important. Stay well, stay blazing, eyes and out.